Hey, what's up, everybody? Come on in here. Welcome, Bourbon Blenders. Hello, the Leaf Cigars. Got Matthew in the house. Good to see you. John Spees. How's it going, John? Got Homie Rakes. What is going on? Bourbon Retriever. I like that name, Bourbon Retriever. That's a great name. How's it going, Aaron? Good to see you. TS, good to see you. JK Reed in the house. JK Reed. That is good. That's a good name right there. Mahoney. Mahoney in the house. We got Rick Kincaid. Oh, I love Rick Kincaid. I haven't seen Rick in a while. So we are going to be going live here in a minute with with the charity group Forgotten Not Gone. So you all have seen all this stuff I'm doing, right? So I'm doing all this stuff out there, talking about this event I'm doing called we're doing this event called Big Game Bourbon at the Foundation Room. It's incredible. We got this like iconic like open bar with things like Pappy and Michter's 10 and Old Fitzgerald Bottle Bond 10-year-old. We got my Blind Bourbon series, which is super insane lineup. What we do is we all taste together and then we vote on what our favorite is. So your vote is equal to my vote and Blind Bourbon. And then we do like this thing called the Fred Minnick Show Live, where I'll be sitting down with NFL Hall of Famer Charles Woodson, Graham McTavish, and Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars. So it's going to be pretty incredible. And this is all a fundraiser for the veteran suicide charity called Forgotten Not Gone. Now, you all know that I'm a veteran and I'm always out there pushing the envelope, trying to help my, fellow veterans out there. And, I remember when I came home, it was not easy. And so, we're going to be over here talking about that. So we're going to be talking about the event coming up. And let's see, Forgotten Not Gone has just joined. Let's see. All right, I just accepted an invitation from Forgotten Not Gone to come on with me. Oh, my Bourbon Pod. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hi,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. There's Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, what's going on?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. I appreciate all of the support that you've given us. You see an uptick in us being able to reach the next veteran. We see
Yeah.
all your social media feeds, posting and all that to page 6. So, outstanding job. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you all and what you're doing for veterans. Now, let's talk about this page 6 thing for a minute. Never in my life would I imagine that I'd be on page 6. That's like where the real celebrities and stuff are. And when I saw that and they called out and linked back to Forgotten Not Gone, man, that hit my heart. I was really excited about that.
Yeah, that's incredible. It's that's the biggest thing, and the veterans, tell us all the time is social awareness.
Yeah.
Even though we've been doing this for 10 years, the biggest thing that says, "Well, I didn't know you guys exist in my own backyard." So we realize that we're just getting started over here. So the best thing that anybody could do is just help us reach the next veteran, just like you did.
Yeah. That's the truth. When I came home from Iraq, man, I was lost. I was lost. I was just straight up lost. I could not. I guess I kind of kept it together and I kind of, pushed myself through here and there, but, I didn't have anybody other than, thank God I had my wife. And,
Right, right.
Yeah,
she's
she
the one
stuck
who got me
around.
through. She's the one who got me through the finish line. So,
Yeah.
so
That's what we try to educate our veterans and civilians on too. The family serves in some
yeah,
shape or form. That family, gives up a lot of you, and that's a big deal to give up someone you love for the country or whatever, and then they come back and it's not the person that left. They're broken and you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So that's what we love to push, that our families heal together, because
That's
they're
right.
there when you break down. Nobody else was there, but she was there.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Forgotten Not Gone. How long you all been around, and let's tell us about your mission.
So since September 2013, a little over 10 years right now, we've been providing these solutions over suicide for our veterans. But it's all about that veteran peer support, outdoor recreation. We already understand that veterans are suffering, so we don't have to focus on PTSD and all these labels. Labels are for containers and not for people in the first place. But we focus on more of the solutions. We get our veterans out the house with that mind-body connections with our fleet of recumbent trikes. And you can see it over here with some of the bikes that we have.
Yeah.
So that's our shop. So the veterans just come by. We hop on one of these bikes. We got Elder Brown right there chilling and healing.
80-year-old veteran.
80 years young right here, this veteran right there. So
Life.
trike life. But literally, we just get our veterans out the house, and that's what it's all about. Instead of focusing on all the things that's wrong with us, we're focused on the solutions.
I love that. And what's been happening. One of the things that's with Big Game Bourbon, we have it set up where people can actually buy a ticket for a veteran to attend, and so that's one of the beautiful things right now. Like, obviously, I'd love for everyone to come and be there and be a part of the silent auction and enjoy like great cigars and bourbon with us. But if they can't be there, I love the fact that they can donate directly to you all through the event, and also donate a ticket to a veteran there that you all are affiliated with. So, do you got any cigar and bourbon lovers there?
Yeah, we actually have one of our silent auction donators is Drip Bar LV.
He owns the Drip Bar. It's an Army veteran.
Yeah, Army veteran. So when he heard about your event, he learned about you and what you've been doing. It was right up his alley. Combat veteran. He served during the Panama times and all that, but it's right up his alley. Big cigars, his fancy little beverages swirling around.
And also our HR manager, he called me and he was like, "You didn't say it was this big of an event. You don't know who Fred Minnick is. You don't know who Tom Sandoval is." I'm like, "Yeah, but he was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be so awesome. Like, he's the it man when it comes to bourbon." So I guess he's looking forward to getting his sip on.
It's gonna be absolutely great. Now, you said you had the guy, the veteran had a drip company. Is that one of those like
IV drips?
Yep.
I drank too much and get an IV, guys?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So hey, you go check them out. Get you a drip before that, so you can make sure you can sample all the different products without going overboard.
We use it to be proactive. Like before our grand opening in September, we knew we were going to be ripping and running that whole week.
Yeah.
And family was in town, so we had an immune booster and a shield IV. And I did try to get sick that weekend, and thank goodness I got that drip. It saved my life.
That's awesome.
It got me through. Yeah. So.
I started on this program called Frog Fuel. It started by it's something you like. It's got a lot. I take it right before I roll in jujitsu, and like it if I don't take it like that when I'm done, I'm like, ugh. But if I take it beforehand, I feel amazing. But it's not an IV, but it has a lot of those same kind of nutrients in there.
Oh yeah, we push that too. One of our sayings is that, send a veteran a SOS, and we just do different things like solutions over suicide, solutions over suffering, but that solutions over stiffness, man, we push supplements for our veterans, magnesium, vitamin D. You can be vitamin D and magnesium deficient, and it'll actually show up. It manifests as depression, the side effect for it. So a lot of veterans, if we just recalibrate what's going on in their body, we can eliminate a lot of the symptoms that we think is from depression or, whatever. That's the first thing they should really look at. And that's one of the reasons we created Forgot Not Gone too. Just too many pain pills and psych pills being pushed on us. Especially with your background, you can know you might be asked to do something that's against your moral compass or how you were brought up, but you have to do it in order to stay alive or keep somebody else around you alive. But that doesn't change the fact that you just did something that morally goes against every fiber in your being.
Hmm.
So you might be able to compartmentalize and get over it, but the symptoms now that are manifesting, they want to treat that with a psych pill and a pain pill instead of getting to the root cause.
That's right.
I had a moral injury. Like you have a moral injury, you need to address it differently, just throwing Prozac at it. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. And people are asking in the chat like how they can donate. You can find a link in my bio. Go to the link in my bio, and you can find a link into to Big Game Bourbon. You can donate directly to Forgotten Not Gone from there, but you can also go to Forgotten Not Gone's website and make sure you're following them. Everybody who's over here, come on over
Yes.
here and follow them on Instagram and all the socials.
Follow, like, that would be the
Yeah,
best thing. Get more eyeballs on it. Like Peter said, we're just trying to reach the next veteran, the next family. We've been doing this for 10 years, but everybody I take personally, it's like a whole bunch of kids and fathers and mothers that, I consider, my family that I love, but every veteran we get to reach is, it just, hearing the stories, it never stops that passion and that pain. I just met an Air Force veteran the other day that one of our other members sent to us, and she attempted last year, and just really started getting out of her house, and just the way she recepted me, the way she received me was like, I'm so glad that you're going to be a part of this next journey for me. I was, afraid to take that step alone. And that, what a privilege, what an honor
yeah.
to be able to help facilitate healing in somebody's life, especially from trauma. I mean, that is a divine purpose, and most people don't find their divine purpose. And I know for a fact that being of service in this capacity or any capacity really is Peter and I. That's our divine purpose.
And you realize, like, I mean, I was there. I was there. I was a decision away from not being here, and find I find myself so far removed from that person,
Mm-hmm.
so far
Yeah.
removed from who that person was. And
Yeah.
when you're in that moment, you cannot think past
Oh
that
my
moment. And
goodness, Fred, you're so right. Like there was a point in my life where I thought, well, what's the point? Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like nothing's gonna change, or it's not gonna change the way I thought my life would unfold. Realizing I'm probably not gonna have a kid, and this and that. It helped fuel that depression and just staying in that lull. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If people had told me 12 years ago that I would be doing this and this would be my everyday life, I would have just laughed them to scorn. I've been in recovery for 12 years as well. So I got sober in Sin City at 37. At 37. And I was going to give up because I thought 37, you're done.
My life's
Stick a
over.
fork in you. And this has been the best 12 years of my life.
that's beautiful. That's just so awesome. And what I love is that there right now we're we're there for veterans as they transition back into the States.
Yes,
And I feel like we don't know what the next 5 years holds,
absolutely.
either for this country,
Yes,
for the VA,
the
or
world.
or whatever. But
Right.
y'all are there saying like your lives still matter. Let us uh, be a part of your life. You know what I
Be
mean?
proactive. Yeah, we spend so much time. I think the 10 years has taught us a couple of things. We spend much time being reactionary,
Yep.
right? Now the veteran is homeless. Let's go do some homeless work. Or now the veteran is, needs to go into a psych ward. Let's try to get them some help. When we can really be proactive, because I know for a fact now, hindsight is 2020. If we had got out and stayed connected, right, to our brothers and sisters that got us through when we were in,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been a lot different. We wouldn't have had to flop around like a fish out of water. And that's what we did for 10 years, just agony, pain, and grief, when the people who got us through when we were in can get us through afterwards. Those are still some of my, I have girlfriends that have been my girlfriends for 27, 26 years that still ride with us today. They just happen to live in Vegas.
Wow.
And you know how small and big the military is. You're bound
Yeah.
to see somebody you serve with, or they know someone or whatever. So it's just a real pleasure to be able to connect again with the people who went through a traumatic period of life with you, but also the best life. I don't want people discourage people from going into the military. It taught me some very necessary discipline and chain of command, things that most people in the civilian world don't kind of get the tip. So I would never change the fact that I went in. It took me of some things, but it gave me a lot of things
Do you,
too.
do you ever have nightmares that you're missing formation?
You know what? I used to wave traffic in my sleep, Fred. When I was the security forces cop, my husband was like, "You were waving traffic again in your sleep," and I was like, man, you dream about so much, but I remember a lot being on that hot flight line,
Mm-hmm.
on guarding nukes in 122-degree weather.
Oh,
You name it, we've done it.
Hey, I just wake up in the middle of the night at 1 o'clock in the morning, like I'm late for a formation.
yeah.
What time is it? What time is it? Then
It,
three
it
o'clock. What time is
never
it? What time is it? I can't be late.
it never ends. It's always happens. So yeah, I just look at what we're doing here with Big Game Bourbon, and we're getting so many requests from celebrities to come to this,
I love it.
and a lot of football players, and we're gonna have to make some difficult decisions um about
I know.
we're gonna have to we have to turn
Space.
people away.
Yeah, I heard that it's not too large. So,
Yeah.
but I'm just so grateful and so blessed that you guys chose
Yeah.
this as your charity of choice. I mean, you said you never thought you'd be on page 6. That's for real celebrities, honey. I'm not. I didn't even know what page 6 was. So,
So let's talk. So is there a celebrity that you would like to see there? You would like to meet?
um,
Charles Woodson. I want
yeah.
to see him. I want to see, that fancy. I heard about his fancy beverage that he has over there. That's
Oh
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He was with Chef Barry. I used to work with him when at the Palms Casino many moons ago. Yeah, but I saw them on Instagram together. So Chef Barry gave him the sign off. It's got to be some good stuff. So
Awesome.
I'm excited about seeing him. I'm excited about seeing you, and
All right.
sharing a one of them fancy, sipping drinks, and you got upgrade my bourbon game.
Because
I'm
that's the
Can't
only
excited.
time in
I
his life
can't
he's
wait.
gonna be able to drink that,
Yeah,
Fred.
I don't drink that often, so you can help me upgrade my game, and it'd be a pleasure to be able to see you.
Absolutely.
I'm
Kelly,
actually.
who are you
I,
excited to? Who do you want to
well,
meet?
I'm still working on trying to get the Raiders there. I want to try to get something from them signed for our silent auction,
Oh, okay.
and working with their trying to catch their outreach director. So Piper, pick up your phone. Trying to get to her because we want to invite the general manager, which is the president and the vice president, Sandra, and everybody. We want them to come. So
Well, I got word that Antonio Pierce might be there. So
I did get word also that he might be there. You're correct.
yeah.
I'm talking.
Well, we have an incredible list of people who are going to be there. When it comes to these things, I always worry like, are we going to have enough bourbon? And
Yeah.
the amount of mountains we have moved to get things like Pappy at
Oh,
in Las Vegas it was incredible. But it's been an incredible team there at the Foundation Room. 88 Vines, Danny Cooper's team has been amazing. Uh,
phenomenal, phenomenal.
everyone's just been great, and I
Skyline
cannot wait.
Group.
Yes, everyone's just been sweet and really wanting to make this exciting and special, and I can't wait. I cannot.
Yeah, us either. We're extremely humbled and appreciative and grateful. Like I wouldn't know how to put it in words, but just know that this means a great deal to us. And we have gotten, some uptick in people reaching out to us and hearing about us and knowing
Great.
about us. So phenomenal job, Fred. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we want to invite you on a trike ride, Fred, when you come in town. Let us take you out on one of these trikes, as you see over here.
Yeah.
We got electric assist on them. I got the hand cycle over there. If you want to get
Okay.
those summertime sleeve busters.
So I've been getting. I've got a couple jujitsu gyms. I got a jujitsu gym I was gonna hit up there. So I might do that. Might see if we can do that after a roll, or maybe before.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
got. Are you familiar with merging veterans with players?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a chapter out of Randy Couture's gym down the street. We can get you plugged in with them in 22 Warriors Foundation. But if you look for some people to roll with, they'll
Yeah, well,
definitely take care of
Randy,
you.
I had dinner with Randy
Okay,
a
good.
while back because he's affiliated with a bourbon, and he invited me over there to his gym, and I was like, well, what if I give you a bad review on your bourbon? Is that why you want to? Like, I don't want to roll with your people if I give you a bad review, you know? No, his whiskey's fine, but I just kind of had some fun with him on that. But man, that dude's got a handshake, and whew,
Yeah.
he he could still whip you, you know.
Hey, he's we had the same chiropractor years ago. When I was coming out, I ran into him. I was like, oh, and realized he was that big.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah,
He's a big boy.
yeah. So, but yeah,
Well,
we
is there
love to.
anything I can bring you all from Kentucky when I come up? Is there anything from Kentucky you're like dying to taste or drink or anything?
I'm all excited just to learn some new experiences.
Okay.
I rarely drink, so when I do drink, I like to be able to have something new that I haven't had before. So I was a mixologist here. I used to work for with Southern Wines, and I worked at Mandalay Bay
All
years ago.
right on.
Banquet bar back and
Yeah.
done all those type of stuff. So it's been many years since then. So it's good to get a refresher course and learn what you have to offer.
Well, and we're not drinking, we're tasting, so it'll be
Yeah.
just a little un poquito.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get my IV therapy before the event so I
Right
can
on.
taste on a few different things, and I'll be good to go. Yeah.
Well, appreciate y'all doing an Instagram live with me. Everyone, make sure you come check us out at Big Game Bourbon. You
Yeah.
can find the link in the bio. And make sure you are following
Well,
Forgotten,
not gone.
Not Gone. And look at this. Look at this incredible work they're doing there. That is absolutely awesome. I
All
appreciate
right.
you all. Can't wait to meet you in person next week.
All right. Carve out some time so we can get a ride in at least, though. Make sure.
Uh,
All right. Look at.
you got it. You got it.
All
Although
right.
my quads are saying no. So
Hey, we got electric assist. This is
yeah, that's right. That'll
yeah.
work.
See, we got you. We even got the tandem bikes over there for
I
you as
love it.
well.
I
All right,
love it.
brother. Thank you for
All
your
right, man.
time. Appreciate the support.
Thank
Have a
you.
good evening. All
Cheers.
right.
Be safe out there.
All right. Take care.